I don't give a fuck. It's not me and you. You say your wife's name one more time, I'ma delete all that motherfucking money that I sent your motherfucking ass. I'ma call my motherfucking bank and I'ma tell the bitch that you part of my motherfucking car, bitch. I don't know what's off for you. Say you're a Tampa, Florida, bitch. I swear to God, there'll be a motherfucking Tampa on your ass in the morning.
Hello, my name is Sophie, and me and Jules decided to do our project on the influence of TikTok and the hold that TikTok has on Generation Z in the United States. So for generations to come, every generation has had to adapt to a new innovation or new form of technology, but Generation Z had the luxury of TikTok pretty much handed right to us, while other generations are trying to figure it out and even using it for brand strategies or advertising and using Generation Z as a group of consumers because of the app of TikTok. So we refer to the app of TikTok as a machine for today's youth, because you can either start the hype, follow the hype, start a trend, follow a trend, get new ideas, get new recipes, get new favorite artists, but there's also a lot of negative impacts that come with TikTok as well, just by being exposed to something you shouldn't be exposed to, or the evolution of cancel culture. Cancel culture essentially eliminates your presence and following on the internet, and it is extremely difficult to come back after your brand, also known as your name on social media, is completely ruined and is very hard to bounce back from. However, there are some funny negative impacts, such as the devious links like we discussed in class one day. Everyone pretty much knows what the devious links are. People from schools nationwide were stealing things from the bathroom, soap dispensers, bathroom stalls. They were even stealing rows of lockers like I saw one time. Schools nationwide were literally losing money and had to not necessarily ban kids, but prevent kids from using the bathrooms. Although it is hilarious, schools were literally losing money and had to enforce all these new crazy rules, but it also goes to show the influence of TikTok. So now that all the negativities are out of the way, let's talk about some of the positive influences TikToks can have on our generation. So our generation turns out to be very empathetic. We have a lot of empathy. We saw the articles about schools complaining about all these devious links, so Generation Z took it into our own hands to reverse it. And you know what we called it? We called it angelic yields. Students started to put floor mats, candles, lights, anything, you name it, coffee makers into school bathrooms to try to reverse the trend, make teachers happy, and of course it blew up and it became a huge trend on TikTok because TikTok is of course extremely influential and students nationwide will do anything for a TikTok video.
Wow, I agree with that. I mean, maybe a bit of a controversial statement here, but if I were to go out on a limb, I would say that young people like music. TikTok and music is literally tied hand to hand. Let's just take two artists, for example. Olivia Rodrigo and Lil Nas X. If you ever heard of Olivia Rodrigo, you probably know her from the song that went absolutely massive, which is her song Driver's License. Using TikTok and that one song, she became one of the biggest stars that we know right now. Meanwhile, Lil Nas X was already an up-and-coming artist before using TikTok, with songs like Old Town Road and Panini. He was already having an own success by himself via YouTube and other social media sites. So what he did was, with any new release or any tracks or any trends that he started, he would tease songs and videos and then either tie them into a little skit that he does or some sort of joke. He would do it over and over again until the song's released. And because of that, everyone mostly had an association with the song before it even got released. So hype was already being built before the song even came out. And when you heard it, you already had an association with it because you saw it in TikToks. Lil Nas X is a marketing genius. Like, I don't know what to say. He's literally pregnant. Shout out to all my pregnant people out there. According to this article, 75% of TikTok users say they discover new artists through TikTok, and 63% of TikTok users hear new music they've never heard before on TikTok.
Do you know who Charli D'Amelio is?
I do not.
Oh my! Do you know who Charli D'Amelio is? No. Do you know who Charli D'Amelio is?
Who's that?
I know who Charli D'Amelio is. Whoa. I mean, if you don't know who Charli D'Amelio is, then you clearly also don't really know what TikTok is. She has 125 million followers. It's the most followed person on TikTok, and she's easily one of the most successful young entrepreneurs of this generation. But I'm not here to stroke Charli's all right? I think Charli D'Amelio's success is indicative of what makes TikTok TikTok. Charli's first viral video was nothing actually quote-unquote original. It wasn't a post made by herself, it was a duet with the user Move With Joy, and that became her first viral TikTok. Look, Charli D'Amelio made a success using TikTok to its fullest. TikTok is a site that repurposes content user by user, and that's what she did. And then from that, she made her own stuff or just continued to do trends, because that's all a trend is. You do something that someone already has done. And whether you like it or not, she really took advantage of that, and that is why she is now the #1 TikToker on the platform. And that, my friends, is Sophie and I's presentation on the TikTok. Ha. What's your favorite TikTok trend? Don't even answer, because I don't really care. But TikTok, be TikTok. I don't really know how to end this. That's crazy. Fart sound effect. Was it real? Was it fake? We don't know.